Hey, thanks for coming to my channel, y'all. Um, I'm having kind of a challenge today, man. Um, I ain't even washed my face today, so if I look a little rough, then hey, I woke up and immediately got into a disagreement with someone that I really care about. And with this disagreement, I'm coming to the realization that I was wrong in a lot of ways in it. Well, not a lot of ways, but I'll say that I was 85, 90% wrong for the way I handled something, but I handled it in that way because I felt like I was getting a type of energy that I didn't appreciate. And it set off a trigger in me. So I said, okay, this is the response I'm going to take. Nothing violent or, you know, disrespectful in a way that's universally disrespectful, but this person felt it was disrespectful for me to take the stance that I did. Um, and I'm taking ownership of that because now in hindsight, I can understand that this person felt like that. Um, in the moment, I'm thinking, hey, this is how you were moving, so this is how I'm going to move, and that's that, and I'm justified. Now, I still feel that um, I was justified in the way I feel, but I should have handled it differently. And I'm having to explain that to this person. Um, but I haven't gotten to have that verbal conversation because everything has been by text message. And I'm trying to be very careful with my words in this text chat, but I don't even want to be in this text chat. I want to have a verbal conversation, but this person doesn't want to do that because they're upset and would rather not talk about it or maybe cool off until later. What I'm being told is that I don't want to talk about it, so uh, I gotta live with that, and I'm not gonna press the person to talk about it. But I want to know in the comments, what do y'all think? If somebody triggers you in a certain kind of way, but they're not really being intentional about triggering you, uh, how do you deal with that? Is there something in you that allows you to pull back and say, all right, I see where this is going, but I know this person doesn't mean it like that. So let me approach it from a perspective of knowing how this person, knowing the character of this person, and knowing that they don't really mean it like that. Let me address it a different way. Or do you just take the initial impulse and say, hey, I'm going to handle this way because this is what you're giving me. This is the energy you're giving me. I'm going to respond appropriately to that energy or that tone or those words or whatever the situation is. What do y'all do? Um, Everybody has a different style about the way they communicate, and I get that. Some people have a personality that just allows them to be like that, to be more uh, less impulsive and less emotional and things like that. They just built like that. They don't even have to try. But then there's some of us who we have to really think things through or have to learn from bad experiences and bad decisions of how to take a deep breath and step back before we react to things. Now, again, not saying I did something crazy or foul in a reaction. I wasn't disrespectful. There was no name calling and cursing or anything like that. But what I did was hurtful to the person, the way that I responded and the stance that I took. Because this person says, I didn't mean any harm by that. And you should have known that about me. And I've been on the receiving end of that more times than I can count, where somebody totally took something I did or said out of context and reacted in a way that I didn't think I deserved. And just being honest, I don't think that this person deserved the reaction that I gave. But I can only do so much to try to make up for that because this person doesn't really want to discuss it um, in conversation. And my attempts to say, hey, you know, um, in a text message, I still haven't. I think part of the problem I'm having that I need to fix is that I didn't just take full accountability. My response was, hey, the only reason I said that was because of this. But I think this person just wants me to say, hey, I'm sorry, I was wrong, and I shouldn't have done that. And that's tough to do, too, when, you know, a person's still not allowing you to tell them how you felt, because I still haven't told this person how I feel and why I felt the way I did and why I responded that way, because I don't want to do that in a text message. I want to have a verbal conversation, and this person not allowing me a verbal conversation. So I may be stuck with the the stark reality that I may never be able to share any clarity, um, and I may never get that conversation, and we may leave this situation the way it is, and either of us never get any closure or better understanding on it, and that's tough. So, hey, drop a comment. Hey, listen, if you guys, I'm taking my channel in a different direction, and this is the direction that it's going in. Just my point of view on different things and things that I'm being exposed to each day, things that are coming across my mind. I'm gonna bring it here and talk about it, and maybe get feedback from you guys. And iron sharpen iron, we share experiences and advice with each other and things like that. Um, that's the space I'm in right now. So if you think I deserve my channel to grow, please like the video and become a subscriber. Um, Leave a comment. I want to know what y'all think. All right, peace.